According to some studies, the main causes of divorce are quarrels, economic problems, domestic violence, drunkenness, prisons, gambling, polygamy, adultery, forced marriages, physical disabilities, etc. The increasing cases of domestic violence and the skyrocketing number of divorces from time to time is an important lesson for anyone who wants to build ships in this country. Because love alone is not enough to extend marriage without proper preparation. Understand some things. Here are some important things that must be understood when choosing a mate, so that the marriages we build can last until death do us part. First, our partners will not always compliment us. It is very important that we focus on ourselves, not in a selfish way, not in a way that ignores our partner, but in a way that taking care of ourselves will help us succeed in our relationship. Couples must be able to balance separation and attachment. Second, adjust expectations in marriage. We can expect a lot from our partners. Companion, successful partner, romantic lover, good parent, perfect soulmate, and many more. There's nothing wrong with having high expectations. But most importantly, before we get married, we need to communicate these expectations to potential partners. Because most conflicts that end in divorce begin with a failure to meet the expectations of each party. Third, means love. We can literally try to find the best version of ourselves. However, we need to realize that there are times when we feel out of sync or out of love. That's when it's important to remember the values we define as a partner, rather than trying to live up to the feelings we think we should have. Research by psychologist John Gottman has found a magic ratio of 5-to-1 among healthy couples, where for every negative interaction in conflict, those in stable, happy marriages have 5 or more positive interactions. Positivity is important. It's important to feel good, and it shows in small acts of love. Showing off your goals doesn't have to involve big things like planning a trip around the world or spending billions of dollars on gifts for your partner. But we start with simple things like saying thank you, sorry, lighten our partner's burden, or just give a kiss. Fourth, relationship with the spouse's extended family. How does our partner get along with his family? Are they close or far? Is there a conflict? We need to know this information urgently. Because often the problems that arise in the family environment are repeated in our partners. When a partner can talk about these things without judgment, can listen, and adapt to other people's experiences, that's great. This creates a deep level of trust. Because when we get married, we are not only married to our partners, but also the union of two large families with different backgrounds. Fifth, find out your partner's financial situation. Before deciding to get married, we must openly disclose our financial condition to other parties. Because finance is an aspect that can bind and separate a marriage relationship. Sixth, see conflict. Conflict is unavoidable. We must recognize our role in resolving it. When we are in the honeymoon phase, it is hard to imagine that there will be fights or bad traits and habits that your partner will bring with him. However, every couple is not free from conflict. Often the things we dislike or hate later in our relationships have more to do with ourselves than with our partners. It's about the weaknesses, insecurities we carry with us. An important part of managing conflict and anger is knowing that it starts with ourselves. It's about knowing how you can manage your own anxiety, practicing healthy ways to take care of yourself, and making sure you're in the right position to deal with any stressors. Basically, the key to overcoming conflict is communication. Most people rush to answer or react. But in reality, it is better for us to be silent or pause, be aware of ourselves, and listen with our hearts. 7th, discuss the meaning of a breach of trust. Will we be monogamous and committed to one person, or are we okay with a more open marriage? It depends on the partner and their personal boundaries and values. What does betrayal mean to us? For some people, unacceptable behavior may involve flirting with the opposite sex, texting, or being romantically involved. For others, the only determining factor may be sleeping with someone else. Talk about it before the wedding. 8th, facing difficult situations. In the face of difficulties, we should not give up easily. In fact, many young couples divorce quickly, less than 5 years after marriage. Taking this path, the lesson to be learned from conflict in marriages and relationships is an opportunity to grow. Unless you are experiencing abuse or intolerable behavior such as domestic violence, give yourself a chance to try to work things out. In short, marriage is an aspect that allows one to achieve happiness. Having maturity, sanity, and sufficient knowledge before marriage is one way to minimize divorce. That's the video this time. If you think this video is useful, please give a thumbs up. Subscribe and share with your friends so we can continue to provide interesting content. Thank you for watching.